I just wanted to chat a little bit that I have a story. So I want you to know that the if you assume that if I'm thinner everything would be so much better, I want you to think about that time when you were skinny. Did you actively think, wow, I have the perfect body? Or can you remember when you were that age, when you were skinny, that you also thought you could have lost weight? The way that we have with fat phobia, in such a way that no matter what you lose, no matter what your weight is, it's not good enough and it's very pointless and it just harms you. And the things that you remember of your skinniest times, which sometimes you say to yourself, I wish I was as skinny as I was when I was a teenager, and I want you to remember you were a child. When I was in a girls' camp, being in a cult, you do have a lot of summer camps, and I was expected to. There was always girls' camp for our entire teen years, 12 till 18, basically. Every summer there was a girls' camp. It's only a week, right? But they pack in all of these events and all of that stuff. But I remember things that stick in. I'll get to another time, but this time there's always chaperones, and the chaperones, help. They basically design it, or rather, they make sure that everything they basically do the scheduling and they figure everything out so that it works more efficient for your little students and all that. There's a lot of women, and then there's some men for protection. Because there would be bears, sure. I'll get to that another time. But on this time, I chaperone an adult there was also a grown woman. She has teenagers, and I wasn't involved in this conversation whatsoever. I was just in the vicinity where I could hear this. That she said, this is a stunning woman. She was gorgeous. She had weight. She was just a little thick. And her teens are very skinny right now, at the time, because I was a teen. And she wasn't even talking about her kids. There's just a lot of girls, and they're all teens. And she said, I'm paraphrasing because I'm almost 30. I heard her say, oh my God, I'm sure she's watching some teens going back to their cabins, whatever. And she says to her companion adults, they were just chatting for probably lunch, because I remember it was at the hall for food, and she had said, to the gist of, man, I really wish I still could have that same body when I was a teen. I miss those. I miss that body when I was still in that time. And it was a regret or longing, yearning for the last nostalgia of having a skinny body when you were a teen. And I never forgot that. I forget a lot about things but there are always pieces that misalign from you, and it's things that stick with you, and it feels horrible to know that you've had kids, you've had whatever, you're a full adult, and you still think to yourself, damn, I miss when I was a teen and was so skinny. That's so fucked up. That is so fucked up. I can look into my teen years and be like, damn, I I wish I was as skinny as I was then, but I was a kid. And I gain weight at a certain point in my, age 20, 21, 22. That's when you get really your actually full adult set, and I still gain weight now. There's never going to be a time when I'm going to continue to just gain weight. My weight fluctuates, but ultimately it will not matter either if I lose weight, because there's not a time when I was skinny and I thought, perfect, you've got it. Look at you, you've really got it. Now I have nothing to worry about. There's not a single time when you, as a woman specifically, but also men too, that everyone will think, I could have lost weight. And even when you're skinny, you will think, I could still lose weight. You don't even want to hold on any of this, because you'll never appreciate any of it. What you have right now is a body for you to experience everything that's going on. If you're going to get lost from all of the things you can do to focus on a little weight loss, it's sad to think about that, because you won't appreciate it anyway. You will never appreciate it. The only thing you can do now is appreciate you, your body, your weight now. You can try. I want you to focus on being healthy, sure, but I don't want it to control your whole life. And I want you to focus. I'm telling to myself too, because I'm fat. So it hurts to think about, I can see my own videos and then I think, oh shit, damn, now I've got a belly. Oh shit, now I've got cellulite. All this type of stuff. Oh, the arms. It's gonna just drain my whole reasoning, I just want to be the best person I can, and to think that would be my skin, my body, to look a certain way that doesn't even matter. I want everyone to focus on you as a person. Appreciate yourself now, because you'll never appreciate it without. If you appreciate when you're skinny, you won't, because that's not even the same thing. So you'll never appreciate it. Do it now. Your weight doesn't define you in any way at all. It's just this one societal reason. And look at the capitalism, the country right now. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. Did you get a good job because you're skinny? Did you get a degree and now you have a job for your specific degree because you lost weight? None of that matters. I do understand that the ingredients in America is absolute garbage, but you don't have to focus on macros. You don't have to focus on calorie deficit. You just probably want to add stuff for your stuff, like more veggies, fruits, whatever. If you even just had raw sugar, would probably even be better than whatever you got, I don't want to limit yourself on anything, because the limits won't matter in the end. So appreciate every single fact. You're dying. Listen to soft nihilism. You're dying. Your whole purpose of having a consciousness now is to existence and feel everything you can, and to be suffering, creating your own suffer based on your little weight, your little body. It doesn't matter. You're going to have more incarnations anyway. Live as is. I'm sure exercise is great. Make yourself feel better. Don't do it for anyone else. And don't think about anything except for appreciate you now. So this is also just to me. I'm saying things to myself too. But everyone's gonna have to. You're gonna age, you're gonna gain, you're gonna fluctuate. It doesn't matter. You're dying. You don't even know if you're gonna die, and you don't officially know when you're dying in the first place. The planet is kind of wanting to burn us all around because it's kind of feeling like we need to, I mean, obviously the billionaires, get rid of those bitches first. Once we do that, the earth should be able to handle, but as of now, if you can't control the billionaires, then we're probably gonna all die anyway. Billionaires can go to Mars. Sure. Live and let live. Love yourself now. Your weight is so, it's so very basic. It's so shallow, superficial. It has nothing to do with you. And this is just one iteration of your whole consciousness. You could have been fatter in another incarnation. You could have been skinnier on another. You could have been a different skin color. It doesn't fucking matter. Here you are now. Live, try things, be who you are right now, because that's part of it. And don't give a shit about your weight. If you want to feel better, you can do things for that, but I don't want you to torture yourself for a damn thing. There's a lot of fucked up shit going on as is. You don't have to beat yourself up for your body now. You need to love your body, because this is a nice, in theory, this is a good iteration for you to experience. So, I don't care if I'm fat. I don't care if you're going to comment about this and that, because that means if you're going to go, oh, you're fat, you're disgusting, whatever, that means you don't know how to deal and appreciate your own body. That's why that's projecting. You're going to project on me because you have things that you don't appreciate of your own body, which just means you're torturing yourself. I'm healing myself because guess what? I hear it all the time, or my whole society is based on thinness for no real reason, honestly, for real. It's kind of just the whole fat phobia really did just really, because teenagers are really skinny. That's your skinniest point, because you're still growing. And I just think, I'm sure that can't help with the pedophilia going on right now. If everyone is like, oh, I wish I had my teen body. That's why teens is probably the most important, because they're so skinny. It's fucking crazy. Like, don't get that way, you know? If you hate yourself, I don't know what to do for you. I guess you appreciate this iteration of you being really suffering on your own, which we already know is going on with Elon and what's Bezos, Zuckerberg. I'm sure those people are doing fantastic, right? Those people must hate themselves so much to make a lot of people suffer. Don't torture yourself. We'll just experience things and see how much growth you can get. You only have one life. I mean, in this iteration, make the best of it.